Hello, students. Today we'll discuss the last outcome of the chapter Outcomes of Democracy, that is, social outcome. In the previous class, we had discussed about political and economic outcome. Now, the last outcome, that is, social outcome, deals with the kind of changes took place in society because of the democratic system. So, democracy is about securing the dignity of the citizens. So social outcome की अगर हम बात करें तो citizens are so much benefited from democratic system because it is only through democracy citizens can able to secure their dignity, they can lead a respectable life, they can get freedom, rights, and most important, they able to secure their self-respect. So it is only in a democratic country all are treated equal. In a democratic country all are treated equal. So in two terms we will discuss about this topic. One is accommodation of social diversity and second is dignity and freedom of the citizens. Accommodation means जो सोसाइटी में जो अलग अलग डाइवर्स ग्रुप हैं सबको एकोमोडेट किया जाता है, सबको इक्वल प्रेफरेंस मिलती है, सबको इक्वल शेल्टर मिलता है उस कंट्री में. सो democracy treats everyone equal. So all type of diverse section, whether they are minority or majority, they all get equal preference from government side. Therefore no as such conflict took place. Then second aspect is saying that the citizens dignity and freedom is granted in a democratic system. So we'll discuss more about them in detail. First we'll discuss about the accommodation of social diversity. So it will be a fair expectation that democracy should produce a harmonious social life. It has the ability to handle the social differences and conflicts. For example, इंडिया में अगर माइनॉरिटी मेजॉरिटी के बीच में कहीं कोई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है तो उसको पीसफुली नेगोशिएट किया जाता है एंड it try to find certain solution. But at the same time आपको ये ध्यान रखना है, this is very important, two conditions are required. ये नहीं है कि हमने democracy establish कर लिया and that's it, सब कुछ now positive होगा, positive outcomes आएंगे. No, even in a democratic country two conditions are required. Number one, it is necessary to understand that democracy is not simply ruled by majority opinion. So a country must ensure that majority opinion पर based नहीं होना चाहिए. हर ग्रुप को उस कंट्री में इक्वल प्रेफरेंस मिलनी चाहिए. दे ऑल शुड एबल टू एक्सप्रेस देयर व्यूज फ्रीली विदाउट एनी प्रेशर. सो नो मेजोरिटेरियन सिस्टम लाइक श्रीलंका. Everyone should get a fair chance to be the part of system. That is first condition. Now second condition is saying it is also necessary that rule by majority does not become rule by majority community in terms of religion, race or linguistic group. This must be ensured that religious basis पे, caste basis पर, language basis पर कोई भी as such rule नहीं होना चाहिए. Everyone should be given equal and fair chance. Like in India, suppose अगर हिंदुज़म पर बेस्ड अगर सिस्टम बन जाए, गवर्नमेंट बन जाए तो अदर विल फील नेग्लेक्टेड. तो हमारे इंडिया में हर तरह के ग्रुप्स को हमेशा चांस मिला है टू कंटेस्ट इन द इलेक्शन, टू बी द पार्ट ऑफ डिसीजन मेकिंग. सो the government that have formed in India were never been on the basis of religion, race or linguistic group. And we have also the example of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka में सिन्हाला बेसिस गवर्नमेंट बनती थी, सिन्हाला रिलीजन पर बेस्ड. सो ये जो कंडीशन है ये श्रीलंका ने फुलफिल नहीं करी. दिस इज़ द रीज़न दैट इट लेड टू सिविल वॉर. बट इंडिया इज़ फुलफिलिंग ऑल दीज कंडीशन. दिस इज़ द रीज़न कि इंडिया में अभी तक जो सिस्टम है वो पीसफुल वे में रन हुआ है. सो वी कैन easily analyze by the example of India and Sri Lanka. Now next is dignity and freedom of the citizens. So democracy stand much superior to any other form of government in promoting dignity and freedom of the individual. एक नॉन डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री, चाहे मोनार्क सिस्टम हो, चाहे डिक्टेटरशिप हो, चाहे मिलिट्री रूल हो, citizens never find themselves in a dignified position. Citizens don't have the power to express their views freely. We have the example of China. There, the people are struggling a lot for the freedom of expression. So, it is only in a democratic system the passion for respect and freedom is given much importance. So, this is the reason that most of the countries they adopt democratic methods, especially if we talk about women rights. So, women rights are also secured in a democratic country. So, democracy in India, अगर हम इंडियन एग्जाम्पल की बात करें, it has strengthened the claims of the disadvantaged and the discriminated caste for equal status and equal opportunity. So, even they can able to lead a respectable life. So, women, disadvantaged groups, minorities, such sections feel so much secured in a democratic country. So, in this way, we can conclude that social outcomes in a democratic systems are positive. हमने पॉलिटिकल इकोनॉमिक सोशल तीनों आउटकम्स हमने डिस्कस किए इन दैट वी फाइंड कि यस इन द इकोनॉमिक एस्पेक्ट डेफिनेटली democracy is not giving much better outcomes, but in the political and social outcomes democracy is far more better than any other form of government. So this is the reason कि economic basis पर अगर हम successful नहीं है as a democratic country, we cannot reject the idea of democracy because the benefits of democratic system are more than the non-democratic. Non-democratic countries, yes, maybe उनकी economic growth rate high है, but democracy के comparison में बहुत ज़्यादा हाई भी नहीं है. द डिफरेंस इज़ वेरी नेग्लिजिबल सो दैट वी कैन इग्नोर and this is the reason most of the countries they prefer democratic system. So this is all about this chapter. Thank you, students.